All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LFI Basics. So we're going to be accomplishing three things here. One, basic local file inclusion. Second, LFI with directory traversal. And third, reaching race code condition using LFI and log poisoning. All right, let's start with our first one here. Let's go through our basics. All right, file included, locate file to be used, and normally we're going to need some form of a parameter of some kind. So there isn't one here. And let's see. For file inclusion here, so we're going to start and stop it right here to where we need to add a parameter named page. So this is the parameter that we're going to be using on here. So what we do, we're going to go ahead and hit question mark page equals. And to test for now, we're going to go page equals 1. As you can see, we have a response here of 1. Now let's attempt to read the etc password file here on the system by going up our number 4. etc password. Here we go. We can read it. Check how many home users we have. We have 1 as LFI. Boom, bam, bip, done. Can we maybe read shadow as well? Never hurts to check. No, we can't. Good. That means that this is secured. Now, let us check out our second one, which is our LFI using directory traversal. So we're still going to be using a page as the parameter name, right? So let us see what we can find if we go up one directory. All right, nothing. Try one more. Nothing. And we're supposed to be looking for a page called credit card. Totally forgot about that. So we go ahead and hit enter. And we see that we were able to reach this path here by only going up one folder and it listing this credit card number here. And let's see if we can read the etc password file as well on the second one. So we're going to go typical number 4, 2, 3, 4. At C, not estimated time of arrival. Not estimated time of arrival. Ass. Fix that. And no, we cannot. And since we can't, and since we did also see that there was a directory called credit card that was only one directory up, let's add one more to see if that could have been the reason why we couldn't reach this. And there it is. If 4 doesn't work, just keep incrementing, and then we can slowly begin to build an idea of what file path would be leading us to where. Alrighty, so next up, number tray is going to be, once we back up, reaching race code execution using LFI and log poisoning. Alright, let's go back here. Let's see if we can read the access log files. So we're going to go page equals var log apache 2 access.log. And yes, we can. All right. So let us utilize burp here. Once I get the IP address of this bad boy. There we go. And got burp, adding the target here to our scope using advanced scope control. Add, just paste the URL. immediately go to proxy so we don't get too much noise. We only intercept server responses that is in the target scope. In the target scope. So if we go anywhere else, we won't catch those requests. Only these. So let me make sure the intercept is off. Run that. Start to build our stuff here. And we're going to be manipulating this get request. So we're going to take this one, send it over to the repeater. And what do we want to do here? We want to try to chain a secondary parameter on here to run file commands to try to see if we can read the local file system. So to do that, we're going to be adding some PHP. And what we're going to do, we're going to cut off this section here all the way through to this part here. And we're going to add in our PHP code. We have PHP system. If I can remember where the key is, there we go. Parentheses. The dollar sign. Get LFI and end it there. Give a little space. So we're going to send this request, and this should implement this PHP code into the web page that would allow us to utilize this as a parameter. So we're going to hit enter. Okay. Don't have any errors there. So how we're going to access this is at the end here. And LFI equals. Sorry, the mouse is in the way. And let's just have it run ls. Let's go ahead, send the request, and look at that. It works. It's listing, it's running the access log. Then immediately after that, it's running our ls command, listing the files here. So, how can we run a command like uname off of this? What we do, we have to first ensure that URL encodes as we type, because it's the only way that it'll actually process our request. So we're gonna type in uname space. See how it puts a plus sign right there? -r. Send that request there. And let's see. And it worked. It lists out the system information here from the uname command. Alright. Now to attempt to get a reverse shell from here, what we're going to need to do is find a script that we can run from the LFI, not this, from the newly LFI parameter that we just made to run on target system to connect to our system, so we can get a shell there. And how we're going to pull that off, let's go to payload, all the things. Right here. And from what I've seen, when it comes to a lot of Linux boxes, this particular one seems to work the majority of the time. I have tried with like the ones up here, haven't had much success, but every time that I try this one, I normally get success from that. Everyone might have something different. If you do, definitely love to hear it to see which payload over to a Linux system you guys find that works well for you guys. So I'm just going to copy this right here, paste that right here, get my IP address for IP ADDR. Copy that right here. Paste that. and space that. All right. And we're going to be running netcat on port 4242. So we're going to set up our netcat listener, NC NLVP 4242. Let that run. I'm going to keep this right here. Actually, no, I'm going to keep this right here. Alright. And remember, it has to be URL encoded. So let's go over to our decoder. Let's paste this right here. Encode as URL. Take all of that right over there and put that right there. We have our netcat listener. Paste that right there and send it. Boom, de ball. We has a shell. Alrighty. So now that we are in a shell here, let's go ahead and run ls. Okay. And the user was LFI, so we have to go cd home LFI. There we go. And there is a flag for that. So it was pretty. You could obviously see that you could do like a lot with local file inclusion and stuff like that, which makes it really fun and gives you a lot of different like outlets to be able to find information and take advantage of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.